In a small village nestled among the misty mountains of ancient Japan, there lived a young man named Hiro. Known for his restless spirit and troubled mind, Hiro found no peace in his daily life. His thoughts raced like wild horses, leaving him exhausted and unfulfilled. Though he worked diligently in the rice fields alongside his fellow villagers, Hiro's inner turmoil prevented him from finding joy in the simple rhythms of village life. At night, while others slept soundly, Hiro would lie awake, his mind a labyrinth of worries and unanswered questions. He wondered about his purpose in life, fretted over past mistakes, and anxiously anticipated future challenges. This constant mental chatter left him weary and irritable, affecting his relationships and his work. The villagers noticed Hiro's struggle. Some offered advice, herbal remedies to calm his nerves, or prayers to the local shrine, but nothing seemed to quell the storm in Hiro's mind. He began to fear that he would never know peace. One evening, as Hiro sat by the village well, an old traveler passed through. Noticing the young man's troubled expression, the traveler paused. "Young man," he said, his voice weathered by age and wisdom, "your eyes speak of a great inner conflict." Hiro looked up, surprised by the stranger's insight. "You speak true, honored elder," he replied. "My mind gives me no rest. I fear I am doomed to a life of turmoil." The old traveler smiled kindly. "In the mountains," he said, gesturing to the misty peaks looming in the distance, "there dwells a Zen master named Eiji. It is said that he possesses the secret to finding inner tranquility. Perhaps he could help you find the peace you seek." With these words, the traveler continued on his journey, leaving Hiro with a spark of hope. That night, for the first time in years, Hiro slept soundly, his dreams filled with images of mountain paths and serene temples. As dawn broke, Hiro made his decision. He would seek out this Master Eiji and learn the secret to quieting his mind. He packed a small bag with provisions, bid farewell to his concerned parents and bewildered friends, and set out on the arduous journey into the mountains. The path was treacherous. Hiro trudged through dense forests, their canopies so thick the day seemed like twilight. He scaled treacherous cliffs, his hands bloodied by sharp rocks. He forded icy streams, the cold water numbing his legs. As he climbed higher into the mountains, the air grew thin and his body ached with fatigue. Many times, Hiro considered turning back. The comfort of his village beckoned to him, and doubts crept into his mind. What if Master Eiji couldn't help him? What if this journey was all for naught? But each time these thoughts arose, Hiro remembered the sleepless nights, the constant anxiety, and he found the strength to continue. Days turned into weeks. Hiro's provisions ran low, and he learned to forage for berries and roots. He slept in caves and under the stars, his body growing lean and strong from the journey. And though his body tired, he noticed that his mind had begun to quiet. The physical challenges of the journey left little room for his usual worries. Finally, after nearly a month of travel, Hiro crested a ridge and saw before him an ancient temple, its weathered wooden structures blending harmoniously with the mountainside. Relief and excitement surged through him as he approached the temple gates. With trembling hands, Hiro knocked on the massive wooden gate. For a long moment, there was silence. Then slowly, the gate creaked open, revealing a serene courtyard. There, tending to a small rock garden, was an old man whom Hiro intuited must be Master Eiji. The master's face was etched with wrinkles, each one a testament to a lifetime of wisdom. His hands, gnarled like old tree roots, moved with surprising grace as they raked patterns in the sand. But it was his eyes that captivated Hiro. They sparkled with vitality and compassion, seeming to see right through to Hiro's troubled soul. Hiro bowed deeply, his forehead touching the ground. "Honorable Master," he said, his voice hoarse from his journey, "I have traveled far in search of your guidance. My mind is a tempest of thoughts, and I find no rest. I beg you, teach me how to empty my mind and find peace." Master Eiji regarded the young man silently for a moment, his eyes twinkling with an unspoken understanding. Then, without a word, he gestured for Hiro to follow. They walked through the temple grounds, past meticulously maintained gardens and simple yet beautiful buildings. The air was filled with the gentle sound of wind chimes and the distant call of mountain birds. They came to a stop beside a small waterfall cascading into a clear pool. The water sparkled in the sunlight, creating rainbows in the mist. "Sit," the master instructed, pointing to a smooth rock beside the pool. Hiro obeyed, his legs grateful for the rest after the long journey. "Watch the water," Master Eiji said, his voice gentle yet firm. "Observe how it flows, never stopping, never straining. This is the nature of your mind." With these words, the master left Hiro alone by the pool. For hours, Hiro sat, watching the water. At first, his thoughts continued to race, jumping from one worry to another. But gradually, as he focused on the constant flow of the waterfall, his mind began to quiet. He noticed how the water adapted to every rock and crevice, flowing around obstacles without resistance. As the sun began to set, Master Eiji returned. "What did you see?" he asked. Hiro pondered for a moment. "I saw that the water never stops flowing," he replied. "It doesn't fight against the rocks. It simply finds a way around them." The master nodded approvingly. "Your thoughts are like this water," he said. "They will always flow. The secret is not to stop them, but to let them pass without resistance." In the days that followed, Hiro fell into the rhythm of temple life. Each morning, Master Eiji would lead him to the waterfall. "Empty your mind as the water empties into the pool," the master would say. "Let your thoughts flow through you without clinging to them." Hiro learned to observe his thoughts as one might observe leaves floating on a stream, acknowledging their presence without becoming entangled in them. He practiced mindful breathing, anchoring himself in the present moment with each inhalation and exhalation. The master also taught Hiro the art of mindful movement. They would spend hours in the rock garden, raking intricate patterns in the sand. "Focus only on the rake, the sand, and your breath," Master Eiji instructed. "When thoughts arise, notice them, then gently return your attention to the task at hand." Slowly, Hiro began to understand. He realized that his previous attempts to forcefully empty his mind had only created more turbulence. True peace came not from the absence of thoughts, but from the ability to let them come and go without attachment. As the seasons changed, Hiro's practice deepened. He helped tend the temple gardens, finding peace in the simple act of pulling weeds and pruning trees. He learned to eat mindfully, savoring each bite of the simple temple fare. Even the most mundane tasks became opportunities for practice. One crisp autumn day, as golden leaves danced on the wind, Master Eiji led Hiro to the highest point of the temple grounds. Below them, the world stretched out in a tapestry of mountains and valleys, ablaze with the colors of fall. "Hiro," the master said, "you came here seeking to empty your mind. But tell me, what have you found?" Hiro pondered the question, watching a hawk soar on the currents of air. The bird rode the wind effortlessly, adapting to each gust and thermal. "Master," he replied, "I have found that an empty mind is not one devoid of thoughts, but one that is spacious enough to let thoughts come and go without disturbance. Like the sky that remains unchanged whether filled with clouds or stars." Master Eiji smiled, nodding approvingly. "You have learned well, Hiro. The secret to peace is not in emptying the mind, but in expanding it, in creating a vast inner space where all experiences can arise and pass away naturally." As winter approached, bringing with it a blanket of pristine snow, Hiro realized it was time for him to return to his village. He had been away for nearly a year, and though he had found great peace in the temple, he knew that the true test of his practice would be in applying it to daily life. On the morning of his departure, Hiro bowed deeply to Master Eiji, his heart filled with gratitude. "Thank you, Master, for showing me the way to inner peace," he said, his eyes glistening with tears. The old master's eyes twinkled with warmth and wisdom. "Remember, Hiro," he said, "the peace you have found is not confined to this mountain. Carry it with you always, in every breath, in every step. Your mind is like this vast sky." He gestured to the clear blue expanse above them, boundless and luminous, no matter what clouds may pass through it. With these words echoing in his heart, Hiro began his journey back to the village. The descent was as challenging as the ascent had been, but Hiro faced each obstacle with a newfound calm and clarity. When his foot slipped on an icy path, when hunger gnawed at his belly, when doubts about his reception at home crept into his mind, Hiro simply observed these experiences, letting them flow through him like water over rocks. When Hiro finally arrived at his village, the people were astonished. Gone was the restless, troubled young man they had known. In his place stood a person who moved through life with grace and serenity. His eyes shone with inner peace, and his gentle smile put others at ease. In the years that followed, many sought out Hiro, drawn by the tranquility that radiated from him. Farmers asked his advice on dealing with crop failures. Parents sought his counsel on raising children, and young people asked him about finding their path in life. To each, Hiro would tell the story of the mountain temple and the wise master who taught him that true emptiness is found not in the absence of thoughts, but in the profound acceptance of all that arises in the vast sky of consciousness. He would teach them the simple practices he had learned: mindful breathing, observing thoughts without attachment, finding presence in everyday tasks. And so Hiro's tale spread throughout the land, a timeless reminder that within each of us lies the capacity for boundless peace and wisdom, waiting only to be uncovered by patient practice in a willing heart. His journey became a beacon of hope for all those struggling with restless minds, a testament to the transformative power of mindfulness and the enduring wisdom of Zen teachings. And now, dear listener, if this tale has brought a sense of calm or inspiration to your own life, I invite you to join our growing community. Subscribe to the channel, and let's continue exploring stories and teachings that help us all find a little more peace in our daily lives. Together, we can journey toward a more mindful and serene existence.